Hello friends, this is Cold Run back with Dragon Age Inquisition. We're here in Skyhold, going to pick up some missions and send some missions out and then head out to the Exalted Plains. Let's see what we got here. Name of our enemy. The copy of the Liberalum tome that Dorian sought arrived at Skyhold, along with a number of items ranging from rare manuscripts to grimoires for magisters long dead. So this is the, coming up with weird humanizing dirt on Corypheus thing. They came with a letter from the Grand Archivist apologizing profusely and stating a hope his gifts will be of benefit to the Inquisition. It may take some time for Dorian to go through the tome, but he seems optimistic that something within will prove of use. Okay, we got a wave blade. Hopefully that will be useful in taking down Corypheus. What's that? Oh, available. Okay. Defeat Marquis Buffon. Ooh, what's that? Inquisitor Marquis Buffon has been killed, along with Lady Lagaspe and her Venatori allies. Thanks to Sister Leliana's scouts, we were able to gain covert entry into the fortress, although the Venatori still managed to use their magic against the Grey Wardens to significant effect. The Grey Wardens continue to fight bravely, but they have suffered many losses. I recommend deploying them with care, lest we lose them entirely. Okay, so maybe we should be... I guess we should be careful with them. Maybe we're pissing them down the drain. Destroy Darkspawn. I mean, that seems like it's up their alley. Destroy Darkspawn outbreak. Let me check before I forget. Let me check what that axe is. It's kind of not a great looking axe. I mean, like visually, not super exciting. Look at a weird shape. Briefly during the Glory Age, the Nahashan marches were a kingdom under Lord Rue Marchette, who declared that Valroyo rule, always tentative at best, was over. So he's... Okay, so he was like a rebel against the Orlesian rule. While Orlais warred with the elves, the marshes were left alone, but once attention turned to putting down the rebellion, forays were hard put to even find their opponents. King Rue is a legend among the marsh folk who portray him wielding a mighty axe against an Orlesian knight. Okay. And... yeah. Iron Bull, you can take it. Oh, wait, no, it's a one-hander. Is that a one-hander? Wait, never mind. That's really good. I was assuming that was a two-hand axe. Cassandra, this is really good for you. There was one more I thought I sent out. Yep, here we are. Opening the roads. Efforts have proven quite profitable. Trade is flowing as in peacetime. Bonnie Sims claims the impact will be felt far and wide, another front on which to meet and match the enemy. So we just got a bunch of stuff. Alright, so now there's a few different quests to send people out on. The first I want to do is... wow, there's a lot. The first I want to do is this. Amulet for Cole. Regardless of whether Cole is a demon or spirit... okay, so this we've already read. So... we have to find an amulet that will prevent him from being bound. Josephine, my Ravini contacts say these amulets are held dear, but to protect spirits from the breach, they are willing to help us. Leliana, I know a wealthy Orlesian noble whose private collection includes jewelry from all over Thedas. I doubt he would miss one piece. I'll go with Josephine on this.
Let us begin.
Let us begin. And let's work east to west. No, Arcanist... no, this I want to do, the Dagna one. Oh, look at that amazing art on the right of Dagna, like, holding up her... I don't know what the thing is that protects your face when you're, like, smelting or when you're using one of those blue torches. Report in Arcanist Dagna's hand. An official request made officially... oh, God, I love you. The Inquisitor has suffered exposure to the tears of the veil and the energy of the Fade. To properly help her endure these forces, I need to understand them. I need samples, I need remnants, I need to see. If it pleases, I request the resources for a grand experiment to peer through the veil, or as far as I can. It's an expensive investment, I know, but it's necessary. And it's only fair, I need to see. I wrote that twice, it's important to me. Arcanist Dagna, sketched below flowers and fire. I love that she's trying to be super official, but she can't hide her excitement even here. Leliana, she'll have what she needs. I expect it would be difficult to keep it from her. Colin, I'll have the battlefield scoured for samples. That's as close as I would dare with her. I don't I don't know what that means, what that last part means, but Leliana seems more enthusiastic about it.
Inquisitor.
And yeah, we'll go from, let's see, Harvest of History doesn't sound like something I want. Let me do the Darkspawn one here. That seems like a Cullen one. Inquisitor. Our investigation of the late Marquise Buffon's activities explains her sudden interest in illegal mining. The Marquise was searching for ancient artifacts as a secret agent of the Venatori. It is fortunate that we stopped her, but her mining operation has endangered us nevertheless. Darkspawn have begun to emerge from the mines again, not just Hurlocks, but ogres as well. Our Grey Warden allies insist that this force must be destroyed utterly, no matter the cost, lest the innumerable hordes of Darkspawn pour forth from the deep roads to join their brethren. It has been an honor to serve your worship. We await your orders. Lieutenant Suzanne Clochsac. Josephine, we cannot leave this threat to the wardens. We must acquire reinforcement from allies in the area. Leliana, we have sappers who can collapse the tunnels and bring most of the mountain down on the Darkspawn. Cullen, if we trust the wardens to nothing else, we'll trust them to kill Darkspawn. They know what to do. Let me just reread parts of this. Her mining operation has endangered us nevertheless. Grey Warden allies insist it must be destroyed utterly, no matter the cost. I'm gonna wait for Leliana on this. I mean, I do trust them to destroy Darkspawn. I don't want them to sacrifice themselves for, like, if there's a better way to do it. So I'm gonna go with Leliana, especially after I would have gone for the Cullen option, but the Leliana option after that, the last thing was like a warning, right? Like, after that last session, it absolutely felt like a warning. So, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna hold off on that. What's this one? House Umlaterus. Dorian has completed his research and found, using the Liberalum, and believes he has found a connection between Corypheus and an ancient magister named Sethius of House Umlaterus. This will be difficult to prove and may be of limited use, but it's worth noting that House Umlaterus still exists. Even the accusation that Corypheus and Sethius are the same person would be worthy of a scandal in Deventer, one that the current members of that family might be desperate to avoid. Josephine, blackmail them. They would be undoubtedly do the same to us if our positions were reversed. Liliana, send them the information as a gesture of goodwill. Let's see what they do with it. Cullen, every Deventer house has enemies. Sell the information to one of them. I don't know. This... Is it just me? I feel like I never want to use Cullen on these missions. I feel like his choice is always like the most blunt force, least tactful, like just throw some bodies, get some money, whatever. I don't know. I don't trust him on so many. There's so few of these missions compared to Leliana and Josephine that I trust him on. I am actually curious if I'm alone in that, if I'm being too, like, persnickety about this whole thing, if I should just send out whoever's available. It may not matter, but I don't know. I really don't like it, the options he gives. Now, let's see this one. Can I use Cullen on this at least? Harvest of History. A letter from the Inquisition apothecary Ellen Vimal, directed to the Inquisitor alone. Inquisitor, I am not... Wait, I think I've read this before, haven't I? Yeah, I have read this. Okay. The hold is near... Okay, so let me just refresh myself on this. Alright, so she's not a nice person. She needs resource. Oh, right, this is the duplicated thing. Deventer. The hold is near Deventer. Right, this is the duplicated thing where there's someone else who has access to these things. Oh, no, this is the one where Cullen wants to just, like, raise the fields, but no, this is a terrible option. Because she'll just go somewhere else and do... her and sell her, like, knowledge to someone else in where there are resources. I don't know. Come on, give me better options, Colin. Give me better options. Measure veil strength. What's this? This is a soulless one. Inquisitor, you have activated a number of the elven artifacts used to detect the magical energies of the veil. Individually, such readings have been helpful. If we can coordinate measurements of all the artifacts simultaneously, however, I believe we may be able to uncover rifts that may not even have opened yet. So these are the little soulless nodes that I've been activating all around the place. I've drafted a proposal for how we might use Inquisition mages across Orlais and Ferelden to activate these artifacts in a coordinated fashion, if you think it might be useful. Yeah! Alright, let's see what we got. Josephine, if the Inquisition forces are stretched thin, the nobles in the area will happily ensure the safety of our mages. Cullen, I can deploy soldiers with the mages to ensure their safety. Good. Protection detail. Right. Do it. Oh, finally I can send something on Cullen. Send Cullen for something and not feel, like, terrible about it. What the hell is this? Is this new? Is this new because Hawk was killed? You see Varric, it looks like he's kneeling, his face is scratched out. And these ghosts, is that the ghosts of, like, people he loved who died who are haunting him? Sarah, I love you, I literally love you. My character loves you at least, but Varric, you are coming with me as the rogue in this party. So we are here in the Exalted Plains now, Path of Flame. I think I've been here. I didn't get the intro sequence because I think I've stopped here once before, and it was higher level than I wanted to be in. So the first kind of class story, I mean, I might come across other stuff. I don't know whether this area is blocked to the north, but I know there's a Vivian thing here. Yeah, what do you got?
What is it? This may be worthwhile.
Quite recipe or Legion culture. Oh, I need to, let me just give some level ups. I haven't used Vivian and Varric in a little bit. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Looks like there's a statue of a dude leaning down with stuff, with a fire pit. Guardians of the Path. The plaque on the statue reads, "Let the eternal flame purify your soul." So this is like the Path of Flame. This is like the anti-elven Exalted March stuff, if I'm remembering right. Oh, you're so dead, Freeman Archer. Okay, so we got Rashvine. So Freeman Archer, again, it's going to take me a little while to remember what's going on here, what the main gist of it. I know that there's... Wait, it doesn't have to take me a while, does it? So the first main zone quest is Undead Ramparts to the west. Corporal Rosslyn reports Undead holding the western ramparts. They are rising from somewhere within the trenches. He believes it may have something to do with the Freemen. So there's this group called the Freemen. They might be doing undead shenanigans. Guardians of the Path. The plaque on the statue reads, "Let the light of Andraste lift your spirits." Ah, oppressors. Colonists and oppressors. Memorials of the Second Exalted March, the Path of Flame. Remember where Andraste's champions first set foot in the Exalted Plains, called Derthavarin by the elves. Halaram Sharal's dark heart was conquered, but one last challenge came from the elves, who would not submit to the Maker. They gathered upon the plain. Our champions answered their call. Marching in Andraste's light on the Path of Flame, Lord Demetrius Aron, Sister Amity, and Sir Brandis of Lac Celestine, called the Silver Helm. Okay, so those are the assholes who took out the elves. I'm only being somewhat facetious. I kind of actually do believe that. I assume that these are actually bad. Like, the Exalted March was a bad thing. Not sure Sarah would really agree with me. Alright, so we got burning trees. This is, I guess, very literally a Path of Flame. How long... But the Exalted Marches were long ago, right? I thought that was long ago. Right, so there's one more of these circle tomes to find for Vivian. What the fuck? Is that a person or a dummy? That looks like a mummified nope, that's a person. What the fuck? um... Okay, well, the Freemen suck. I'm getting the sense that the Freemen suck. I'm getting a very clear sense that the Freemen suck. What is this? Discover the western ramparts. Is this magic or fire or magic fire? Are we gonna see undead? Oh, what the oh, holy shit, arcane horror. Oh, that's a barrier. That's one of those magic barriers. Where? Okay. So do I have to swap to an icy weapon? I thought it was just any magic that would do it. I don't know that I have an icy weapon. I've just been destroying them all. I wonder. Nope. Get up. No, frost magic doesn't seem like it's doing it. I guess I'm just gonna have to... God, is there... Do I have it somewhere? Do I have, like, frost magic... a frost staff somewhere in my inventory? I don't think so. I do an unfortunately good job of keeping my inventory pretty clear between sessions. I'll come back here if I can find a frost weapon, I guess. Alright, so we're heading into... Yeah, this is getting close to the Favors of the First Enchanter thing. And there's... Oh, that's above. So we're going to have to find a way up to that. So that's who the Freemen are. No crowns, no nobles, no Inquisition. So they're...
The Freemen rule now!
So one of those understandable villains. I'm sure that they'll be... I mean... Not wanting to be ruled over is not, like, the weirdest thing ever. So... We'll see, though, if they're... But, I mean, they're also doing necromancy, which is not a good thing, usually. Under most circumstances, it's not a great thing. Freeman messages. Jocelyn, I don't trust that Gordian fellow. He talks as though he's Orlesian, but I know he's not. I can hear it in his speech. Tell me you hear it too. It's like someone doing a terrible French accent. I wonder what he's doing to that rise. On that rise. He's forbidden us from going there, but I might take a look in a couple of nights. Let me know if you want in. Oh, you are super dead, whoever's writing this. Have you ever heard anything from the Emerald Graves? That's right, this is the same group from the Emerald Graves. They say Duheim's gone there to lead the Freemen. Damn, I miss him. He was a good commander. Bastard, but fair. Gus. And, oh, not Hala. Who are you? Oh, God, I was trying to target, like, who are you? But no, you're Varric. Or, yeah, you're Varric. We got a campsite. So is this where that guy, the Gordian guy, was doing his shenanigans? Maybe. 5. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's start on the left. 1. 2. I was trying to start on the left. Like, nope, you're finding stuff along the way. Two. We're holding steady at 2. 3. 4. This is a very wide pan. 5. Unusually wide pan for an ocularum. Not a problem or anything. I'll take it. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. Don't die, don't die! Can you die in this game from falling? Like, just from falling damage? I think you can, but maybe I'm wrong. So we're looking for stuff here, right? Looking for those... What is that? It's just... Oh, it's just a loot sack. I don't really care. Oh, that I care about, though. Favors for the first... Favors the first enchanter? Return to Vivian. You know what? Let's do that right now. I'm going to return to Vivian. I'll see you in a sec. Oh, no, that's not Vivian. I thought there was a question mark down there, or an exclamation point. I thought that was Vivian. It's not.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I saw the Divine in my
I
past.
had visions. Echoes of what happened to me the first time. The Divine was there. There was something like her. Manifestations of your own mind, perhaps? Or external memories awakened by your presence? I suppose there's no way to tell.
Yeah, it's the Fade.
No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
It's done?
Your lost books have been found.
Oh, okay.
My dear, you are a treasure.
I am. I am quite a treasure.
Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling?
Is that it? Wow, that's really it, isn't it? Okay. That's anticlimactic, I guess. Inner circle. Looking for anything with Vivian's face on it. Bring me the heart of Snow White. So there is something else from her. Okay. Vivian requires the heart of a wyvern to complete an alchemical formula. Okay. So there's still that, at least. The tome thing was just find me like three rat tails. Okay, thanks. But what is this? Is this a Varric quest?
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Bianca? Like... Bianca like the crossbow?
Your name is Bianca?
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I agree. No offense to any Helgas. Helga's a great name too, but I do like Bianca.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
She's taken a huge risk coming here herself. Maybe for both of us.
You're such a worrier. There's a giant hole in the sky. I think the Merchants Guild has bigger things to think about.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
Oh shit.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the Deep Roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
That makes sense.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
Wasn't the Tig in Kirkwall?
You can get there from Orlais? It's a
Yeah.
long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
We should shut this down.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help.
Thank you,
Try
Bianca.
not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
And I like her voice actress. I like everyone else,
Right.
but I like hers a lot.
That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
I mean, now, I guess. How about now? Well, shit. The name of that quest. Oh, that's incredible. So is this something I'm seeing on my map somewhere? Oh, and there's this. I completely forgot about this. Oh my gosh, I'm a Dunkus McGee. Okay, so we have a few things. Let me knock this out first. I'll deal with Varric's thing next time. I just completely forgot about this. A letter written by Divine Justinian, posthumously delivered to Leliana, directed Leliana to visit Valence, a small village on the Waking Sea. Divine left something in the chantry that Leliana must see. We're going here first.
It's just as I remember it.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother. I needed her wisdom after the hero of Ferelden died.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Leliana, is that you?
Sister
Are you going to
Natalie,
attack?
what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No,
I'm here to kill you.
I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lady, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
You'll pay penance for that.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. That light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
Oh, you're totally going to try to kill us. 100%.
I stare up at the breach sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes. Spectacular, isn't it?
God, how are you going to try to kill us? Oh my God.
Justinia's enemies are making their move, vying for position and the Sunburst throne.
You're one of the enemies. Natalie? Natalia?
I was in the cloister in Lothering when the Blight began. There was a lot of fear back then. No one knew what was going to happen, whether we would live or die. And then one morning, I found a single bloom on a dead rosebush. And I thought, even in the midst of all this, life finds a way. The Maker hasn't abandoned us.
It's really interesting how Leliana can, depending on who she's around, she can become either more religious or more like nightingale-ish. Like how she has those sides that different people can bring out in different ways. Is there a second tier to this? What am I missing? mechanism. Okay, this is the light and the darkness thing.
Justinia saved me, but not in the way you'd think. She wouldn't let me give up. She saved me by forcing me to save myself. There's always light where there's hope.
Oh, the dragon's heart. Or the siren's heart? What is that? Who's being killed there? I don't know.
What was that? Looks like we opened something.
So this is Andraste, I'm guessing, with Tevinter, and there's the person with the snake in his mouth, the snake wrapping around him. The probably represents the old gods, maybe. Well, this is pretty neat. The lotus?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
I was gonna say, it's about time.
Finally. I was getting tired of all these tricks.
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Join us, Natalie. What? Hold on. Okay. So, I commented before about how I didn't, to be honest, I really thought that Leliana was sucked in by this routine. And I was commenting before about how different parts of her personality get drawn out by who's around her. I feel like, never mind. I feel like the Nightingale is kind of, even if she's the divine, even if she's surrounded by truly inspired, like, true believers with no extra curricular stuff going on, I think she'll still be the Nightingale.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thedas away from the true chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
Good work. We know the name of our enemy. That's half the battle won.
Exactly.
Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs.
Yeah, I won't try to turn her.
At least I still know what I believe.
Kill her?
This has to be done. You know it.
I see what you've become. The righteous stand before the darkness, and the Maker shall guide them.
She is the Thedas Pope I want.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seemed a puzzling sort.
No, it's just an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden.
That's what she meant by the failure thing.
She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
Yep, that's what it meant.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me, just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Stop torturing yourself. I mean, that's not going to happen just from saying that.
Sacrifices are necessary. You know that.
I know. And hearing you agree gives me the courage to do what must be done.
She's going to throw it away or something? Burn
Justinia
it?
tried to save me, but all it's done is made me realize I don't need saving. There is work to be done. I'll see you back at Skyhold.
Walking away from it. Quite polished scarab charm, tongue of serpents. Are these valuables? Polished scarab charm is. The tongue of serpents is not. Is that an accessory? No, it's a dagger. A low-level dagger, but still. Inscribed in dwarven runes, I speak the tongue of serpents. Its wielder feels a gnawing hunger satisfied only by enemy blood. I kind of doubt that if I feel like if I had let this person, Natalie, go, or fake Natalie, or whoever she is, go, I kind of doubt that I would have gotten the tongue of serpents. Maybe I would have, though. Maybe it's just, it's her tongue.
Grand Cleric Victoire is scrambling after loss of her ancient.
Good. Her support base is in Morale. Tear it down.
Oh, look at you. You were just... I wonder if her portrait's different.
Grand Cleric Victoire wishes to make an enemy of the Inquisition. I'll give her what she wants. Doesn't Victoire have a young cousin? Lord Firmin? She dotes on him.
Holy
Yes,
shit.
mistress. I believe that is so.
Good. Have him collected. He shall be an honored guest, and make sure the Grand Cleric hears about it.
At your command.
Harsh taxes for fine work.
Good work with the Grand Cleric.
Thank you. I do what I can. You see, when I'm ruthless, it gets us where we need to be. It's something to be proud of. Why fix it? How funny that her regret is what finally puts my own to rest.
This is
I chose
fascinating.
to become her left hand, knowing what it meant. It was my weakness that stopped me from fully committing to my task.
I don't think it was weakness, but I don't want to stop this path.
Well then, I suppose that's that.
The Inquisition needs me just as the Divine did, to do what no one else dares. Death and deception are my trade. It is what I am. It is what I always will be.
I immediately regret choosing the not going with the weakness, not acknowledging that it's not weakness. But it might have been too late anyway at that point.
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
Thank you, you scary as fuck Nightingale.
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. They seem grateful to the Inquisition for the return of their village.
Now leave
Carry on. Oh man, I am shaken by that. I am like, my heart is like palpitating with this whole change in, with this change in Leliana's. It's not a change. It's like her picking a side almost. It's so, like, again, like, it wasn't, it was, what, 10 minutes ago that I was like, oh, she can be either super flighty and religious or, no, she's the friggin' Nightingale. And I get the sense that, and let me know if this is the case, like, if she hadn't, if I had said let her walk, would this have changed? Would she be, like, have taken a much softer side in her progression? Or would she have just resented me? I wonder. Well, that's going to be it for me for now. Thank you for watching. Oh, man, what a session. I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Or, this deserves to have the focus on her. At the preview. Bye-bye.